Which is again why we would go used. This could be a really good resource. We need to find where this RV is. This is why that we prefer.
The door is actually off the hinge.
I know, so I'm saying like it's tore out already. Let's just go look inside. I'm so excited to see this thing in person. Could you imagine not having the kids sleeping in the living space? You guys, this is a 3-bedroom RV, 3 bedrooms.
So we've got some big changes coming, don't we?
We do. If you caught our last video where we just kind of talked about like what's going on, and first of all, like, thank you so much. You guys are the best. Like, so many kind words, such great feedback from you guys. It was just really a video where we just wanted to kind of share our heart and where we're at and what's going on. But in this video today, we're just gonna bring you guys along for the journey because we don't really know how else to be other than to just bring you along and share what's going on. But we've kind of figured out that the kids don't enjoy RVing as much as they used to. Part of that is just because they're teenagers now and they feel like we're all on top of each other when we're RVing because we're all on top of each other.
You probably know where we're going with this. We've had this RV for about 7 years now, right?
I actually told one of our travel family friends when I was asking her just some information about their setup, and she said, how long have you guys been in your RV? I said 7 years. She's like, that's a long time to be in one RV.
Yeah, but we've made it work. We've done a lot to it. We've renovated the RV, right? Changed out the floors, painted.
All the solar, I mean,
batteries, 900 amp hours of batteries, 4,000 plus watts of solar on the roof. RV roof coated.
We created a spreadsheet actually.
Yeah.
And added up and just wrote down everything that we've done, like upgrade wise.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big list.
And she's been good to us.
This RV is amazing. And if it was just Ben and I moving forward, this would be an amazing RV. Or if our kids were the age that they were when we first started, if they were elementary school age or preschool age, this is an amazing RV.
This has taken us to 48 states.
It has. So anyway, we're gonna take you along because, well, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too soon. So you'll just have to come with us and see. We're here at Giant Recreation World in Winter Garden, Florida, because this is the only RV dealer that we found that was somewhat near-ish us that has one of these RVs in stock with the floor plan we're considering. Now, here's the deal. Our plan is to not buy a brand new RV. We've explained a lot of that in past videos with our philosophy regarding purchasing new versus used. But here's the deal, is that the floor plan that we're looking at has been the same since this RV's inception, essentially. So we have found some used ones in our area-ish on Facebook Marketplace, and that was the route we would go, but because we're still researching, we would need to sell our current RV first, things like that. We don't want to contact a private owner and really waste their time, essentially. So we're starting our research here at an RV dealer. And so we need to find where this RV is here somewhere. I'm really excited. Like, I've probably not been more excited about an RV at any other time than now. So let's go see if we can ask them where it's parked. Okay, so here's something cool that we just learned about this place here at Giant Recreation World. So they actually also have a rental department. We kind of sort of stumbled into the rental side on accident. But the thing is that they, unlike the place down at RV USA or whatever it is, so they only keep their rentals in service for a year, and they try to sell them before that they have more than 20,000 miles on them, unlike the place in Kissimmee where it's 100,000 miles plus. Now, obviously, you're going to have a price differential there, right? But they are then turning them over every year. You have got some of that where you're not taking that bigger hit on depreciation. You got all the kinks worked out, which, let me tell you about kinks in a new RV.
Let somebody else work that out.
Work those kinks out. This could be a really good resource for purchasing a used, drivable RV that then has all of those kinks worked out, but still lower miles, right?
Yeah, on that subject, you don't want to rely on the warranty work because sometimes it takes forever to get in for the warranty work. So having the majority of the kinks worked out will save you from having to go to Elkhart or whatever, wherever you have to go.
You just don't want to have the time, you know, the downtime.
Yep. There's a cost to your time having to drive back and forth and, you know, go to places you don't necessarily want to go for warranty work. So anyways,
this is it. I can
this
see
is
the
it.
sticker.
There she is.
373 MBRB.
MBRB. And what's up with what's unique about this one?
Well, so here's the deal. Out of all of our research, this is the only RV that's like actually like a 3-bedroom RV. 3 bedrooms, y'all. I'm excited. Let's hope it's open.
The thing is that I'm hoping we can do with this, it's a little bit lighter than a Solitude. The GWVR is how many, 13,000?
The gross vehicle weight rating on this is right around 13.
Yeah, 13. So I'm hoping my goal would be, I don't want a dually. I think what I'd be wanting to look for is a Ford F350 long box with the single tires, not the dually, with the best pin weight I can find that can take that load. And I think I can do it with this rig.
Look at the
lots of storage.
I know.
Yeah.
This is what we really need, really honestly. And so here's the other thing.
It'll cause us to minimize.
Yes.
Be minimal.
I feel like that is the name of the game. I feel like that where we're at right now in our current Class A, that it's gotten a little too easy. I've tried to kind of pare down a lot of stuff just over the years, right? It feels like every single spring I'm going through and I'm just decluttering and I'm purging more and more because I realize how much we really don't need. The basement compartments in our RV right now, y'all, I feel like we're carrying way too much stuff. I feel like that we could really, really downsize. This is all that we would really need, plus maybe whatever you've got in the bed of your truck. But let's come over here real fast because the other thing that we've got coming on over here, hopefully this is open. Yeah, it is.
Woo!
So, you guys, we wouldn't have to put the Blackstone in the basement compartment because you can put your Blackstone right here, right? And then this has got, like, you could put a TV there, right? I mean,
be that couple out there with the TV on, not watching it.
You know how you are always like when we're out and you're like, no, you need to have some sort of tray to put all the food on so I can put it on the Blackstone and then put it from the Blackstone to the tray or whatever. Look at this.
Nice.
You got a nice little table here. If you know you're going to be cooking bacon on your Blackstone, you just throw the bacon in here. Yeah. You know, or the eggs, the bacon, I mean, or whatever that you know you're going to be cooking on the Blackstone, you can just keep in this fridge versus the inside fridge. Or of course, you know, extra waters, all the things. You've got more, I don't know. I guess there's like, there's ways, there's things, right? There's options.
Options.
I make my own options.
So rear door and a front door.
Yeah. So let's just go look inside. I'm so excited to see this thing in person. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine not having the kids sleeping in the living space? Like,
wow, that'd be amazing.
A whole new world.
Now I'm in a whole new world with you.
This is amazing. So you walk in and you've got this whole like living space slash kitchen space. Oh my gosh, I love this
pantry. Huge pantry.
Yeah, and like it goes, you know, kind of back behind. This is more cabinet space than we have in our current RV. Now, granted, we did take some of the cabinets out to be able to put in like when we did the bunks and stuff, but still we wouldn't have wanted to put those back in with the way that we've configured it. But we could bring the Breville. Maybe. I don't know. Minimize. No, maximize. Minimize. No, maximize.
No, I mean, yes.
Furrion fridge, that's interesting. I wonder if that's 12 volt, because that's what we'd want because it's lighter than the propane fridges.
And in some of the used ones, they've got the propane. See, look, brand new RV. It's always fit and finish on these things.
Yeah, that's...
Which is again why we would go used, because all of these little things have been worked out already. But the floor plan is the same, which is why I wanted to come look at this one, because I wanted to just get the lay of the land, right? And I wanted to get an idea of the floor plan. This, while it might feel kind of narrowish, I do like how you've got plenty of counter space here. Obviously with these sink covers, you've got, you know, more counter space if you need it for prep. And then for cooking, it's just right behind you. It is not, you know, that far away in the grand scheme of things. And then let's, wow, look, pull-out drawers. That's amazing. Let's see what we got going down here. Look at all of that space. Let me show you guys around. This is amazing. I cannot tell you how excited I am because I feel like that this would be a complete life changer. But we've got our main living area, eating area in this space here. So we've got our couch here now. We would probably maybe change this up just a smidge to where it wasn't more like geared towards 2 people, but maybe you could fit 3 people in there, something like that. What I like about the opposing slides is that you've got a lot of space to where, you know, you could throw like a beanbag chair, you know, something like that, just down on the floor if you're gonna sit and watch TV. And y'all, a fireplace. Would you look at this? You know how amazing it would be to have a fireplace on some of those nights where it does get a little bit chilly? It'd be so amazing. And then over here in your dining area, so you've got your 4 chairs. You also have more storage right back in here. The one thing I will say I saw in just all of my research online, I did see like a used one of these for sale where the person had taken this dining area and instead of having the table like it was, they converted it to where it was like essentially a long counter from like this window to here, and then your chairs up against it here for eating.
See, I like seeing things that I haven't seen before, and this I haven't seen before.
And so that's a mod that could be made pretty easily that might actually give you just a different use of space or potentially better use of space. Because this is the only thing that I'm thinking is if I'm the guy that's here and somebody else is right here, I just don't know. You know what though? You could always put a chair. This is how I do things. I externally process. You could always stick a chair here.
Yeah. Turn around.
And do that there and then have more room here. So you've got options, right? There's some different configuration options that you've got there. I do want to just take a quick minute to share about one of my favorite resources though, and that is RV Destinations magazine. So we just got our most recent copy of RV Destinations, and I absolutely love this magazine because it gives us so many ideas and inspirations for future travels. Now, this is amazing because it's kind of like National Geographic for RVers. This isn't like some cheap magazine. In fact, I've saved every copy that we've gotten because it's super high quality and it's nice to just have like in our RV repertoire for inspiration. And we've actually used RV Destinations going to some of these places and then pulled out our magazine and used it as like a reference of what to do in that particular area. National parks, local places to eat, hidden gems, it's all in RV Destinations. And so we've partnered with RV Destinations. You can save 20% off with our code. So you can go to gratefulglamper.com/RV Destinations. We'll have a link in the description below. And here's the best part. You know how when you're on the road, you don't always get mail on time? Well, you can get this in both print and in e-format, so you can also use your digital readers, iPads, things like that to view it too. So definitely put this in your RV tool belt. I love it, and I know you guys will too. So this would be our daughter's room. You guys, this is a 3-bedroom RV. 3 bedrooms. Sleeping here, this jackknife's out, but you also have a bunk here. I don't know, we could potentially take this out just to lighten things up a little bit too, but look, a whole dresser. A whole dresser. And then there's tons of storage in here. Tons of storage up here. And then, guys, not only does this have 3 bedrooms, it has 2 full bathrooms. Full bathrooms, not a bath and a half. Oh, no. We're talking full bathrooms in here. And then, so we got your little shower, right? A teenage girl would have her own bathroom, which would literally make life completely different for our family when we're on the road. Let me tell you about that. So, all right, teenage girl bedroom, bathroom that she would have back here. And then here's bedroom number 2, y'all. Bedroom number 2. Now you've got 2 bunks here. Most likely what we would do would be to remove this bunk because we don't need this much sleeping. We have 2 kids. And then underneath, you've got drawer space here for clothes and things like that. But you also have a lot of cabinet space here. So you've got like this nice deep cabinet, but this thing's lined with cabinets. So very high ceiling, and you've got cabinets all the way around in this particular high ceiling area. And then this slide, of course, would come in on travel days. And then you've got like this little corner, almost like pseudo desk area too. So I can see where our son would be loving that. He'd have a little spot. He could throw his laptop, maybe set a little bean bag down or something like that. And our son and our daughter would have the holy grail of separation.
Woo!
It would be amazing. Another full bath in here. And you know what, Ben? While you were getting the thing out of the car, I jumped in the shower like this. And let me tell you, this shower is the same size as the shower that we currently have. It's not any smaller.
Well, that's
In
good.
fact, I think you've got more height. Definitely a lot of sun coming in through here, so we want to have that sprayed over. That's where some of your heat's coming in, but it's all doable. But nice, spacious size shower, toilet and sink.
Yep. We'd have to put in some max fans or something, you know.
Oh, there's so many things. Could you, like, this is, to me, it feels like it's a blank canvas.
Yeah. A lot of things we can do.
Wow. You did these?
Oh my gosh, you guys, the things that we could do. It reminds me of that book, you know, the Dr. Seuss book about the places you'll go. Like the things we could do, the things we could do. Then you've got the master back in here. Now, here's something that's interesting. You've got like a wardrobe closet here. Now, your washer dryer hookups are in here. So if you were going to put like a washer dryer unit in, you would lose some of this. But I'm okay with that because you know why? You know why I'm okay with that? Who needs that when you have this?
Wow.
Right? So now this is on its own slide. So obviously on travel days, this is going to be sucked up to the edge of the bed. But the other thing, look at this, Ben. It has like nightstands.
What size bed is this?
This is a queen.
Okay.
This is a queen. It's fine.
We could convert it to
No.
a king.
No, we will leave this just as it is. Because then you've got plenty of space to move around. The other thing is, Ben, I know where you're going with this whole convert to a king thing. But now this is the one thing that we would have to remember, and that all of y'all that are out there potentially researching, is that in a fifth wheel or a towable versus a drivable, especially a Class A diesel pusher that we're coming from, the payload on this is not what you have in a Class A diesel pusher like we have. Mods have to be thought through very carefully. Again, thinking about maybe removing some of the bunk things. You kind of almost have to look at like, okay, what's the trade-off? Because you do have to be more cognizant of weight when it comes to a towable.
Look, the escape window is not at
At the head of the bed.
Your head doesn't hit the handles and stuff.
Oh my goodness gracious.
amazing.
Could you imagine? Now, okay, let's just do this, babe. You and I, real fast. I just want you to check out the bed with me. Now, no, not that way, but just,
Wow, that is really hard.
you know.
Test it out.
I want you to just see how that a queen. I'm over here, and you could be over there, and you got all that space.
All right.
It's plenty of space, babe.
Just have to be very close.
It's plenty of space.
USB charger.
You've got, I love these
USB.
nightstand things. The USB charger, oh,
Yeah.
like there it is. Yeah, I'm like, where are you seeing that? No, right there. And then I love these cabinets in the space that's above here, you know, just for the little things that you always end up keeping in the bedroom and stuff like that. From a storage perspective and just like clothes and things like that, you've got plenty of space in this like cabinet area here. And then there's also this drawer down here. And then you've got like a little nook thing over there. Again, even if, oh, and there's actually a lot of space here too. Like you could definitely even put like bins there for storage.
And then GE AC and then GE control system. I'm not sure about, I've never heard of that system. Let me know what you think about the GE setup.
Let us know if that's something you have or you have any experience with.
The Furion, I did confirm, is 12 volt. So,
Oh,
Yep.
the fridge.
yes.
Fridge is 12 volt.
Yes, that's great.
See, it's just getting better and better. But even if we put a stackable washer dryer here, I still feel like that there's a lot of room above that for storage. Again, you guys, look at this. This is why that we
Ooh,
prefer.
the door is actually off the hinge.
I know, so I'm saying like it's
Already.
tore out already. That's why, honestly, like even though we appreciate Giant Recreation World letting us come take a look at this, we would still probably most likely, well,
Have to.
90% sure we would go used just because the kinks have been worked out. Could we work out the kinks? We could work out the kinks. Do I want to be the one to have to work out the kinks? not necessarily. I would rather let somebody else do that.
Unless Forest River, you want to sponsor us. They're not a sponsor yet.
Yet.
Not a sponsor yet.
I've seen some really cool things on the outside. I'm thinking we should check that out.
Shall we take a look down here?
Sure.
I don't know why I said that with some sort of weird accent. Okay, here it is. We'll figure out. Okay, there we go. Oh, see, you've got more storage here.
Yeah, even more for
Could put a generator. You could. Just saying, you could.
like the water pump.
So, and is that? I think is that central vacuum? Is that what that looks like?
Central vac.
It's got to be. Can't be anything else. Right?
Solar charge controller. I don't think they put much.
I think there's like a panel up there.
Yep.
Probably.
Another thing Peter was mentioning is electric jacks are good because they're lighter. Like this looks like electric jacks, not a hydraulic jack, so that lightens things up.
There you go. But you see a lot more storage up here too. So I mean, I don't think on this particular unit we would really be hurting for storage.
No.
You know what I mean, man?
All right, let's go around. Show us the lay of the land.
All right, let's see what we got on this side. I'm guessing this is maybe another LP. Yep, another LP. So you got one on each side. So you got one on this side, one on the other side. And then this is your other side of your pass-through. So pass through to the other side, move on to the other side.
I like that.
And then all of your things. Now, this again, like if you wanted to hook up some sort of water filtration system or whatever, you got a lot of space here that you can work with to be able to do that. So
Body waste and liquid waste.
versus black and gray. That's kind of funny.
Both
handles
both are
gray.
Why do they do that?
So smart, Ben. We're so smart. Yeah, I don't know why, but there you go.
Your friend was mentioning that he pulled the wrong one because they were both gray.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Yep, had somebody that told us that they did that. Oops. Tankless water heater.
Tankless what? Furion.
Yep, same thing we got pretty much. So that is always nice, very nice.
Right on. Right on.
The one thing I will say about this unit is there's a lot of slides because this is where the mid-bunk is, and then your living area, and then the rear bunk room.
I did notice there's a body and liquid waste back here too, so there's two spots for
because you know what? Because you've got the rear bathroom.
Yeah, the rear bathroom.
The rear bathroom. So you've got a couple waste tanks.
I'm
so
sure they
have
have some mixing of stuff too, right? Of tanks.
Commingling. But no, that's where. Wait a minute.
Maybe not.
All right, so we were just looking at this. So we saw the body and liquid waste valves up there, right? But then we were coming back here. Here, I think this is kind of funny. Cap must be securely in place while vehicle was in motion. Well, you know, no duh, Sherlock. You don't want to have a poopsie on the road. And then we were over here, so we have another cap, but then we have two more pull valves there for liquid and well, black and gray, right? Let's just call it black and gray since that's what we're all used to. So for us, it would definitely be something we'd have to get used to with the rear bathroom back here and the front bathroom there, where we would have two different waste tanks. You have a sewer hose from there and then a sewer hose from here, and then it feeds into one. So if you've got that kind of setup, feel free to let us know in the comments what you have found is the best. Maybe your best setup for sewer hoses. If you got tips and tricks, let us know, because we just may need to rely on you guys in the RV community. You're the best.
We need a hose spreader. Who's got one? Gornicky, I think. I'll get it.
I'll get some music.
Oh no, some of those tortilla chips. We got some leftover sausages. Bring them.
So that would definitely be something we would have to learn about. And then right here, this does pull off. Oh, it says squeeze. Squeezing. Why don't you try it, Ben?
Squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And pull.
Oh, it's kind of, there you go.
Oh, wow. So yeah, goes way back in there. Your stinky slinky goes in here.
But you need dos stinky slinkies. So
How do you fit two? You can't.
how do
can
you fit two in there? Do you have to keep one in your truck bed? Like, how do y'all do it? If you've got that type of setup, let us know. We definitely want to know. Got a ladder? You want to go up there?
Yeah, I do.
Go look
See
at the roof.
Probably. I'm thinking there's gonna be not a whole lot of solar capability.
Not because of the cargo carrying
Yeah.
capacity, but see what you think.
The skylight would need to be replaced or sprayed over. And I'm wondering if I could fit a rack up here for solar.
So we've got some big changes. Yeah.
They're not the this is that slide for that. So these are all the other type. That one's the Schwintek,
Yeah.
but these ones aren't. I don't know what the other
Wow.
type is. Might have remembered just a month or so ago, we were really considering going a different direction. And when we were considering that, we went to literally what I think is like one of the best kept secrets when it comes to places to buy an RV. So you can learn all about that right up here.